Robin, good day, and thank you for all you do for South King County. Can you share a little bit about the changing clients in the years since you first began working at the Multi-Service Center and the clients of today?
Sure. So when I first began working at the Multi-Service Center, we had a diverse customer base, but that has just exploded over the past several years. And as you know, some of our school districts in South King County, people speak hundreds of languages. So that's been a big change. I think the other change that I noticed, particularly around the last recession that we had, was we were seeing more people coming to us that hadn't needed our services before, people that were laid off, and seeing more seniors in need. Oftentimes seniors who either, they invested in their retirement plans, and then those retirement plans started not doing so well, and they were having to return to a workforce that they weren't quite prepared for. But also an increase in homelessness among seniors and homelessness among our young people as well. Shortly before the pandemic hit, we were operating with a grocery store model where people could come in and shop just like they were at a store. And very early on, when we found out about the pandemic and the challenges, we were able to make a transition to how we provide services. So, for example, we, instead of having a grocery store model, we now offer food boxes. And we are able to have people come through the breezeway that is there in the back and pick up boxes and do it swiftly enough that they're still allowing for social distancing and social distancing guidelines. And we've had a lot of things in place too, where we've had plexiglass shields, we've had other types of shields, we have people wearing masks. The nice thing I will say is that we actually have had a lot of positive feedback from our customers. And they've said that, things are moving very quickly. They feel safe coming in to the food bank. And they've also still been allowed to have some choice. We do have volunteers that will allow some choice in the boxes that they get.
Are you able to communicate with the varying changes that are coming now into South King County?
We have our materials translated into different languages, and we continue to translate them into more and more languages. But we try to make sure that all of our marketing materials, all of our instruction materials are in a variety of languages. But we also do have interpreters that we can use when we need to. I will say a lot of the people that come to the food bank are longtime, some of them are longtime customers, and so they kind of know the drill a little bit.
Since the pandemic hit, what's the increase in numbers of people? Do you have a percentage increase of clients now that you didn't have before?
The last time we checked, it was 11% increase, but I believe that that's continuing to rise. And about 22% of the people that we served just last month were people that had never needed services from us before. I think that, when people come to us for services, especially when they come for the first time, it can be really overwhelming and intimidating. And we try to make that process as seamless and as welcoming as possible. We've had people that have lost their jobs due to layoffs, but also people that have lost their jobs because they're in a high-risk category and they can't do the work that they were doing. And they've come in through the food bank, through energy assistance, through rent assistance, and we've had so many people tell us that they were just so thankful to be able to come someplace where they didn't feel ashamed to be here, and where they were able to get the help that they needed to keep them financially stable until they could get back on track.
Well, keep us posted on how we can help. Again, I think the fact that you have been with the agency for as long as you have in so many capacities, you really understand South King County and the need. And quite frankly, we both know the need is not going to decrease. It's probably going to increase through the rest of this year and then some. Again, continue making lemonade out of lemons and continue being the person you are. And thank you for all you do for others.
Well, thank you as well for all that you do.